So what are we hearing from Moscow and Beijing?
Yeah, it was a wide-ranging statement, but it did find time to discuss the Aukus partnership, and in particular, as you say, the two countries raising serious concerns about the risks and the consequences. And it was just last week that we got all those details that Australia will acquire 3 Virginia-class nuclear submarines from the United States in the 2030s, before going on to develop a whole new class of submarines in the 2040s. China and Russia say in the statement that they urge Aukus members to strictly fulfill their obligations of non-proliferation of weapons of mass destruction and their means of delivery. So that's where the nuclear submarines catch-all comes in, because of course the Australian subs will not be armed with nuclear weapons, and also to safeguard regional peace, stability and development. Now, during the announcement, and you can see it taking place on the screen there, China was only mentioned once, but it's pretty clear who these submarines are aimed at containing, or which country. And Professor Wang Yingwei of Renmin University says AUKUS has really put Xi Jinping on the defensive in his own backyard, so this is driving the strategic partnership between China and Russia.
Paul, how is the Australian public reacting to the plan to buy nuclear-powered submarines?
Yeah, the reaction domestically could best be described as mixed. There has been an essential poll released this week. 26% of Australians think the country needs nuclear submarines. A further 27% thinks the country needs them, but certainly not at the price tag, which is about $250 billion US. Another 28% aren't in favour, and the rest is unsure. So very much split along various lines. There is bipartisan support for this. Of course, it needs to be, because it's so expensive and happens over a period of decades. But there is dissent on the backbench, even within the government. We heard from Government MP Josh Wilson this week. He was telling Parliament that there are considerable risks and uncertainty under this deal, and sub-construction always takes longer and costs more than you think it's going to.